How the fuck am I? There's a lava fucking cliff wall in the way. God fuck. Alright, so we're back, and it's not like it took us approximately like 30 minutes to find a way around that fucking chasm. I've come to Northern Barrens because pretty much that's where it told me to go on like the org boards, you know, the new quest boards. They tell you where to go and stuff. And I've come down here. I'm gonna just smash out some quests. I need to kill these guys. I've never quested down here, especially because I think it's actually a new. I don't remember ever there being. I don't remember ever there being. I don't remember there ever being. Why do I do that? Why is it that I sometimes put like a word in a different place in a sentence? I don't know what the fuck that is. But yeah, never quested up here. Never actually even been up this pathway here. But I did get. Well, I just fucking whirlwind for no reason. I did get. Oh, Boomy, what's up? What's up, buddy? What's up, Boomy? I did get overpower and hit level 30. I just grinded off screen before I came over here. Basically hit level 30 and I thought SCV was still a bit too low. I didn't want to just run around doing nothing. So I was like, oh, let's have a look where it says to go, and it said here, so here I am. I don't know if I'm supposed to go down there. This is to kill the road people, so I guess it's probably at the end of this, and you're just supposed to kill them on the way. I'm assuming, hopefully. God, I love Slam. But I keep using 6 for overpower, so I'm actually going to move that over. Let's put Whirlwind on, like, on C now. So 6 for overpower, we'll do shift 6 for Whirlwind. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice. But, man, this, like, the whole YouTube series thing, I'm fucking loving it. The only problem is, I need to take breaks to, like, render and make sure my hard drive's empty so my recording doesn't lag and stuff like that. And then I find myself just wanting to play the Warrior more. Fucked up as that is, it's like, I just want to play the Warrior non-stop because of how fun it is. I'm just gonna, oh, shit, jumping down. Do I need to kill peons? I always feel bad killing peons. Because they're peons. But yeah, anyway, I was going to talk about a couple people talking to me about my broken foot story and stuff, and asked me why, blah blah blah, and asked me if that's like the worst pain I've ever been in, or if anything worse has ever happened to me and stuff like that. So I thought I'd go into the story of the worst pain I've ever been in that I can remember, and also probably one of the most scary situations. And I'll start at the beginning. Obviously, don't want to skip out on any details. So I used to be a pretty avid. What am I supposed to do with these axes here? Because they're not doing anything. Oh, let's give it to a prisoner so they can regain honor. Alright, fair enough. So, I used to be a pretty avid bodyboarder. And I used to bodyboard probably at least once a week. And I'd go with mates and stuff. And Australia's kind of known for its beaches and like kind of nice beaches. That's one of the main reasons I got into it, is because it was nice just to go out. And I'd only catch like maybe 1-footers or 2-footers and have a good time. But as I got into high school and there's like a lot of like kids that I met that bodyboarded, it got a lot more serious, and I was definitely not up to the challenge of some of the fucking shit that we did. But like we went bodyboarding like on reef and stuff like that, like at reef. So if you got like pumped, you would like get scratched up on reef, and it would just fuck your skin and shit like that. I had like a bunch of bad experiences. Basically a bunch of warning signs, like a fucking red flag sticking up in the air saying you should probably not be doing this anymore, or at least take it easy. Jesus Christ. But I did not take it easy. Slay Captain Peak and deliver his eyes to. Oh, alright. Wow, I wonder if he took his eyes and that's why he's wearing the mask. It's fucking badass. I really like those little, like, little mask things that go over their eyes. By the way, I am still my orc warrior. I just have the fucking dress to kill thing up. So I had, like, a bunch of bad. Is that a skull? Wow, so we don't want to go near that. Why is there level 15s? Maybe I'm not supposed to go over that side. Where's this guy? It says there's a skull right here. Maybe he's up top. Let's go up top. And, but I kept doing it anyway, kind of like because of peer pressure. Like, all my friends used to go bodyboarding, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just keep going. I'll just take it easy. You know, we'll just take it easy. The problem is with, like, fucking Mother Nature. Mother Nature is not going to take it easy. No matter how easy you want to take it, she doesn't give a fuck. She's just going to fuck with you and just going to pump you. And I used to get pumped repeatedly. And I would just fucking get smashed. I almost drowned a few times. And it led me to like stop bodyboarding a lot. But then one of my friends that I hadn't seen for a while came down, and he wanted to go out bodyboarding. It's the same guy that actually left to go to the Navy. And I like that it gives you 2 separate eyeballs. And at the time, my mother was with her boyfriend of the time. I forget his name, actually. So I feel kind of like forgetting his name. But we decided to go to a beach that wasn't actually that famous for big waves. It was just kind of like a nice, small beach. And my mother's boyfriend at the time was a surfer. And me and my buddy were going to borrow his surfboards to go, try and surf. Because I'd never tried to surf before. I only bodyboarded. And so we go, we surf. And everything's going good. Everything's going great. And I get sick of it basically. I get sick of surfing because I couldn't stand up. I was just fucking shit at it. So I decided, fuck it. I'm gonna go get my bodyboard and come back in and do some bodyboarding. Especially since the waves are only like 2-3 feet high. Like for me, that's like the perfect level for me to do bodyboarding because I'm not gonna actually kill myself while doing it. And we go out pretty deep. I'm catching like breakers out. They're breaking pretty far out. They're not really good waves. They're kind of shit. But at the same time, they still carried me. And it's like decent. We're just fucking around and shit, whatever, having a good time. And then we've been out there for like 30 minutes. I'm thinking about going in, but I think I'll catch a wave in. When I go to catch a wave in, I like kick off the ground, and when I kick off the ground, this huge like painful thing just like grips my foot. And I didn't understand what was happening at the time. I was just kind of like, what the fuck? And I thought I just got bitten by a shark. That's literally like the immediate thought in my head was I've just got bitten by a shark. And I said to my friend, like he was there next to me, and he actually caught the same wave because we were going to go in together. I'm like, dude, I just got fucking bit by something. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I fucking start like limping out of the water. And just the act of walking through water with my foot, I could feel like a part of my foot like opening from the pressure of just walking through the water. So I actually had to turn around and walk backwards so the wound I had didn't like get pushed open. And my buddy at the time didn't say anything, but my buddy could see like blood pouring out of my foot. I didn't see it. I was just too busy fucking trying to get out of the water. He shouts out to my mother to actually come help me get out, and like because I'm like limping and shit. My foot's fucking killing me. And when I get out of the water, there's seemingly nothing wrong with my foot except a bit of blood coming out from between my toes. And I'm thinking, well, this is fucking weird. Like I'm in immense pain at this point, and I'm thinking this fucking hurts. Like this hurts a lot. And I'm limping. I finally get up to the beach and sit down, and it's still hurting a lot. But when I say a lot, it's not like I can't function kind of pain. Like it's not enough to where I can't just handle it like emotionally and like psychologically. I kind of just sat there and took it and was like even like cracking jokes and stuff about it, saying what the fuck is wrong. Like I'm just like imagining foot pain and shit. And eventually I sit down and look at it. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and then my mother's boyfriend says to me, "You have something stuck in between your two front toes, between my big toe and my other, like the toe next to it, on my right foot." And the longer I'm sitting there, the more it's starting to hurt. And where's the rope to get up? Is that it there? Yeah, that's there. Jesus, that's hard to see. Look at that. Fuck me, it doesn't even look like a rope. It looks like a pile of shit. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck's going on? And we eventually decided that I must have stepped on a stingray, which it did turn out to be that. What had happened, I guess, is when I was coming in, I just pushed off, and instead of pushing off sand, I pushed off a fucking stingray, which is obviously good times to be had there. And so I've pushed off, and I think I either stepped on the tail and it barred me, or I stepped on it and then it's like just like attacked my foot, like barred my foot. And there was a little like it went in pretty deep and came out, but there was still like most of the barb was gone, but there was a little bit stuck in there. And because of that, that fucking hurt. And that basically for the next 30 minutes, it turned into people on the beach coming up to us and deciding how they're gonna fix my foot with the miracles of fucking human ingenuity. Like it was ridiculous. Like one lady comes up, she's pouring cold water on my feet. Another guy comes up with like a thermos and he's pouring boiling water on my feet, and it's like burning the shit on my foot. And he's like, "Oh, it's supposed to cook the stingray like poison, and that when it cooks, it stops hurting." And I believed him because why the fuck would he be lying to me? And turns out, no, that did not help whatsoever. It fucking hurt like a lot. Not only because now I have like a thing stuck in my foot, my foot's on fire. And this leads on for like literally like 30 minutes. Until I decide, alright, we need to get the fuck off the beach and like up to the car and like either go to hospital, call an ambulance or something. And then, so I go to like the beach is like a secluded beach. Like I just took my hands off my keyboard to talk. I don't know if you guys ever do that, where you're like using your body language and you're talking to yourself. I move off the beach, and there's this huge stairway of sand, like sand steps. Like even with fucking, like absolutely completely working limbs, like it's still gonna be hard to maneuver. And so I have to get my buddy who's with me and my mother's boyfriend to like help me climb up these stairs. That takes like 10 minutes. At the top of the stairs is a miniature road, like it's a blocked off, not a dirt road. It is like paved, but there's no way to get a car down unless someone from like the community comes and unlocks gates and shit so you can get down there. So I'm like set with like another task of going up an even bigger hill that's paved and shit. And I say to my like friends, I need to sit down and rest for a bit because this is fucking killing me. And after that big, like kind of up the hill thing, I don't know if it was because I was moving around a lot or something. Basically, I started to feel really fucking weird. Like when I say really weird, I was in like, my foot stopped hurting, but my entire body started to hurt. Like I was, like, and my lips hurt, and my head hurt, my ears started to like feel like they were on fire. And at that point, I just like almost completely forgot about my foot. Like it wasn't even a thing that I was thinking about anymore. I'm thinking like, what the fuck? And I started acting real weird. And I don't actually remember acting weird. I just remember like turning to my mother and like saying to my mother like that I love her and shit. Which, by the way, is the worst possible thing you could say to anyone that actually cares about you in any situation. If there's possibly something wrong, like if you just turn to someone after you get hit by a car and say your leg's broken, and you turn to like a loved one and go like I love you, immediately they think you're fucking dying. Like that's just something that happens. You shouldn't say that. So she thinks I'm fucking dying. It turns out that I actually was possibly dying because I was having an allergic reaction to the Stingray's venom that's in my foot, and now from the help of me moving around a lot has circulated around my body, and it's actually making my lips get swollen and shit. And my tongue felt swollen, and because my tongue felt swollen and I kind of felt drunk, I started like just licking my lips a lot and like sticking my tongue out. And so immediately people all around me were thinking I was fucking like dying or definitely something's going wrong here. And then eventually, it scared the shit out of me, and I started to like panic a little bit. And what I decided to do was, alright, I'm not going to sit here and die, so I'm going to walk up this fucking hill. I go to walk up the hill and like get maybe like 3 steps before like my foot is now everything else is in the main focus. My foot's the main focus because now it fucking hurts for me trying to take like 3 steps. So eventually, like these guys that are actually, well, before all this happens, while I'm sitting there with my mother, my 2 friends, like who originally thought it's just like my foot that's fucked, went down to the beach to get all our boards and take them up to the car and stuff. So they're not even there. Like they're moving up and down the fucking hill, picking up shit and trying to like pack up so they can go take me to the hospital. And so I go and I'm like, when I'm doing the whole like walk up the hill being a big man kind of situation, I fucking stop, and then like these 5 guys come down and they're like, what the fuck's going on here? Like I guess I must have looked kind of fucked up because they like immediately stopped and was like, are you okay, man? Like, do you need help? And eventually these 3 guys helped me actually get up the hill really fucking slowly. And once I got up the hill, someone had, not one of my family, someone who'd called like a ranger, which is like one of the people who looks after the beach and stuff, so that he could unlock the gate up top so then an ambulance could come down. All this stuff was happening like I wasn't even aware of. I wasn't aware of an ambulance coming. Apparently a helicopter was on the fucking way because they thought I was going to die from poisoning and shit like this. And I'm pretty sure I'm done with these quests. I don't know why I'm still killing shit. I need to kill like honor stand people? I have to get back that way, I think. And so I finally get to the top of the hill and I sit down, and then this guy with a big 4-wheel drive parks up. And he's the ranger, and he's telling me to sit down in his car, like just like giving me instructions pretty much. And so I sit down in his car, and he gets another thermostat because apparently, yes, the right way to like treat the wound is to burn the fuck out of the protein in the like Stingray's venom because it cooks it, and when it cooks it, it's no longer venomous or some shit, some fucking weird shit. And I have to get back down there, don't I? Yeah. So he starts pouring like boiling water on my foot again, which puts me even more excruciating pain. And my foot's on fire, my lips are swollen. And I'm freaking out. He's freaking out because it's not working. And then eventually an ambulance gets there. When an ambulance gets there, I'm with this kind of like cocky young dude who is like, I don't know if he's new to nursing, but he's a bit of an asshole. But it kind of helped that he was an asshole because what he did was he like gets out of the ambulance, He's like, what's going on? And everyone says, oh, he's having an allergic reaction to the Stingray stuff, and there's a helicopter on the way. He's like, there's a helicopter on the way, and everyone's like, yeah, fucking helicopter. And he's like, we don't need a fucking helicopter. Hold on a sec. Goes to his like car, gets out like this boiling water in like a bucket, fucking pours the boiling water in the bucket, grabs my leg, and like tries to force me to like leave my foot sitting in boiling water, which fucking hurts. And I like immediately pull out, and then he starts calling me a pussy and shit. Like legit, the ambulance driver is saying like, "Oh, you fucking pussy! It's not gonna get better unless you stick your foot in this fucking boiling water. So you better do it, or stop being like a pussy, or you're gonna fucking die and shit." Saying all this shit to me. Like, I guess he was just trying to help the situation by like psyching me up to get my foot boiled. So eventually, yeah, I stick my foot in the boiling water. It fucking hurts, and the longer I leave it in there, the better I feel. And basically, I left my foot in there so long that I kind of got like slight burns and had to like wrap my foot up. But I cooked the poison. It made my fucking lips stop being swollen. It made the pain go away. I mean, I didn't walk straight for like a few days, but yeah. I mean, the fucked up thing was like it was a full complete situation where to get better, I had to fucking get worse, and it was fucked. Like the pain was excruciating, and then on top of that, I had to boil my foot, which yeah, because just where the wound was, I couldn't just stick my toes in. And not only that, if I stuck my toes in, the water wouldn't have gone like into the wound. So I had to like stick my foot in, like kind of angle my toes upwards and shit. And oh my god, that was some excruciating shit. Is there easy? Can I use the rope again, or is it only when you're on that quest? And why am I in combat? I hate being stuck in combat. So yeah, I didn't even go to hospital. The dude literally boils my foot at the beach and says, "All right, you should be right to go home." I go home, fucking sleep it off, and that's about it. And that literally was the worst pain I've ever been in my entire life. Was that Stingray's fucking venom. Like, I don't know if it was my foot that hurt, or a combination of my foot and like getting a swollen face and like throat and shit. And like that scared the fuck out of me, getting a swollen throat. So I don't know if I've ever gotten like a swollen mouth and shit. But it very quickly becomes like, if this gets any worse, I'm not gonna even be able to like breathe. Like my shit isn't that guy just fell straight through the fucking world. He doesn't give a fuck. Jesus. And it quickly gets like, I'm not going to be able to breathe very soon. And ever since then, I've been back to the beach maybe twice, and each time I didn't bodyboard. I haven't really even gone back in the water. It's not because I'm afraid of where's his head in? Of stingrays or something like that. It's more that like that was the final fucking nail in the coffin, you know what I mean? Like I already got fucked up a bunch. I mean, even from day one, I remember going to the beach with my dad when I was like 10. And no, I would have been younger because my parents were still together. I would have been like 8. And we went, and he was trying to teach me bodyboarding, and I was way too far forward on the board, and I caught like a 2-footer, but at the time that's fucking huge for me. And then I went over the front of the board, and the wave drove my face into the sand, and I got like road rash on my face from sand. And yeah, like half my face was fucking missing for a good week. Basically anything water related, I have not had good experiences. And on top of that, I have fucking asthma. So if I ever go under and I need like to take a breath, I fucking like am freaking out and shit because like I have a terrible lung capacity and just can't breathe very fucking well. So yeah, basically just swimming. I shouldn't do it. I should not swim. And that guy is fucking you up, man. So I don't know. It's basically like it's like I enjoy it, but it's risky. But I think I enjoyed it a lot because it was risky as well. Like it was always fun to go out, and then of course like when you're with your mates and you get pumped, you just play it off like there's no big deal, and you laugh at your fucking friends who get pumped as well. But yeah, I don't know. Have you guys ever fucking? This just made me think of another thing. I remember once almost drowning, and it was fucked up. I remember my mind changing from like I can get to the top to like a little bit of panic to then like my mind almost telling me just to breathe anyway. It was super weird. Like it was literally like I was a few like half seconds off drowning, and it was just because a wave pumped me. And when it pumped me, I was still like way out, so it was like really deep still. So when it pumped me, it pushed me all the way to the bottom, and even me like hitting the bottom, kicking off the ground, I was still like I was just close enough to get into the air before I was about to run out of air. And I remember specifically my fucking mind is changing from you can make it, and then panicking, and then I started thinking like, what if you just breathe, like just breathe, like that's literally the thought that came in my head was, why don't you just breathe, just go ahead and breathe, like what are you worrying about? And like it was like obviously I was worrying about fucking sucking in a shitload of air, But at the time, like, that's not at all what I thought. What I thought immediately was just breathe. Like, my body was in such need of air that it was like, it didn't even care. Like, I completely, logic escaped me, and I was literally a second away from just inhaling water. Because I needed air that bad. And, it would have been fucked up. It would have been fucked up if I did that, and I have no idea what the fuck. These quests do not dictate where they are very good on this map. So I have to save people, but I don't need these bird, not the bird thing, the plant things. I need to kill these boars too. Let's just kill these boars. So yeah, I don't know. I think in a lot of the situations, like when people drown, I don't think it's them actually suffocating. I think it's them inhaling water. At least from my experience doing that, I think if I ever got in the same situation again, instead of just like not inhaling water because you think you're gonna inhale water, yeah, I think you just eventually do it because your body, like, that's like the last resort. Is like, okay, we can't breathe. You know we can't breathe. The body just automatically takes over and forces you to breathe, which makes you inhale water and shit. Man, that'd be a terrible way to die. That scared the shit out of me, man. I don't know why I kept bodyboarding. Now that I think about it, it was fucking stupid to keep doing that. I don't know. And it's not that I'm not a strong swimmer either. I'm a decent swimmer. It's just that I just fucking always got pumped. And it's not because I got myself into stupid situations. It's just that I didn't care a lot of the time. I think that's a lot of like the way teenagers get in trouble there. It's like I just go out and I just would not give a shit. Like, oh, these waves are 6 feet high and I fucking have one bodyboard and I haven't been out bodyboarding for fucking 6 months. But guess what? I'm going out anyway. And you just get pumped. And you get pumped 5 times and you'd still go out and try and catch another wave. And yeah, I don't know, just stupid situations. But man, Australian swell is fucking unpredictable sometimes. I remember going out and I was with, like, my dad went out bodyboarding with his mates and I went with him, but I had no plans on like going out and actually bodyboarding. Am I supposed to save these guys? I think I am. And I had no plans on going out, but eventually me and one of his friends' son, like, he coaxed me into going out. He's like, oh, we can just go out and like we'll just catch the whitewash and shit, you know, who gives a fuck. And I was like, yeah, that sounds fun, whatever. I'm sitting on the beach doing nothing anyway. And as we did that, literally as we did that, a big fucking rip kicked up. And this rip was like really shallow. It wasn't actually that far out. And what it did was it made the 6-foot swell basically collide with itself. Like, you'd have waves coming in, and the waves coming in would crash with the water that was getting sucked out. And it created like these explosions of water that were just like happening near the beach. Like, I don't know, that sounds crazy. It was literally like someone had thrown a fucking grenade in the water and it was exploding underneath the water only like 5 meters off the shore. And it looked crazy. And me and my friend, like, it was fucking fun, but it was probably dangerous. Me and my friend just went out and we basically just swam into those big explosions and like got thrown in the air and shit. Or like would catch the waves that were made from fucking explosions and shit. God, that was fun. It was fun, but I'm assuming it was fucking dangerous. Especially if we like got sucked out in that rip. That 6-foot fucking swell would have killed me for sure. Because back then I was a terrible swimmer. I actually started my life as just a shitty swimmer. I remember going to like classes and stuff when I was, well, the first time I ever went to like a swimming carnival, I would have been 6. And I actually went, like, you'd have all the kids who like did races and stuff and all that kind of stuff. I was the kid that was in like the little kiddie pool with the teacher, and the teacher's like trying to teach you how to swim and shit. And because I was doing that, I don't know if it was because I couldn't swim or I just was like extremely underconfident. Like, I was a shy kid up until like high school. I was super shy, super like didn't want to do anything that involves other people seeing me, because I like it scared the shit out of me until like the last year of primary school, actually, when I started to, like, they forced you to do plays, but them forcing me to do plays also forced me like out of that shyness, and I just had to get used to like doing shit on stage. So I no longer just basically, I just at one point in my life stopped giving a shit. I don't know, which is good and bad at the same time. Like, it's nice to give a shit because then you might work harder towards a situation. Like, for instance, I work out on a fucking, how many days do I work out now? I work out about 5 days a week. And I hit the same body group twice a week. And then I'll do, say, on Fridays, I'll do abs and, like, legs or something. But then I'll hit, like, shoulders, biceps one day. And then I'll hit, like, back and chest another day. And I'll do that fucking twice a week each. So that's, yeah, it's 5 days a week. I don't know why that took me so long to fucking figure out. But the problem is with that is, like, yeah, I'm a big cunt. But I just eat whatever the fuck I want. Like, I'm doing it because I want to be big and strong. But at the same time, I just don't really give a shit. So I just fucking eat whatever I want, and I don't lose weight. So I'm just really this big fucking muscular dude. who fucking also has like a stomach on him and shit. Like, if I gave a shit, I'd probably be fucking stacked with a six-pack and shit. It's just that I can't muster up enough shits to give. Which is basically my complete problem in life. It's like, oh yeah, fucking, this happened, oh that sucks, but I wish I could actually care. I wish I could actually care. I just do not. Killing plants for days. So this is a catazone, yeah? Because I don't remember ever doing this. What do I need over there? Heckle Fang Scavenger Slaying. If I click on it, where are they? There's actually more down here, it says. I thought I just went and did that. Let's mount up. Because isn't that the fucking... The pigs, what are the pigs called? Quillboars? So it says they're down here. Oh, it's the fucking hyenas. Why don't you just say hyenas? Come on, I know exactly what you're talking about if you just said hyenas. God damn. So yeah, the story of me having a fucked up foot and like the most pain I've ever been in turned into a swimming talk with Pypo, talking about swimming and shit. I don't know. I honestly don't know how I switch subjects so much. I just get bored of one and switch to another one straight away. God, hyenas. Man, I don't know why they took out the pet buffs. They made BM so shit. They're not shit, just not as fun. And by the way, I don't know if my lips sound weird when I'm talking. I don't know if that's a weird thing to say. But I put Vaseline on my lips because I still have that fucking cut on my lip. From, actually, I have no idea what it's from. I just woke up with a cracked lip one day. And then since then, every time I smile or open my mouth wide, and don't even fucking think. I know what you're thinking. Just stop thinking that immediately. Every time I open my mouth wide, it fucking cracks again. God damn. God, like, all this is different. I fucking... What was that camp called over there? I remember I was questing in that camp. Camp, was it... Ah, fuck. It wasn't like Mojack or something, was it? Mojack? No, that's not it. It might have been Mojack. I don't know. I remember questing over there. That's the thing. I hate, like... I hate and I like certain things. For instance, I hate changing something that's originally, like, brilliant. But I also like change for the better. I just don't think Cataclysm was really a change for the better. That's basically what I'm getting at. I didn't really like the Cataclysm expansion. There's nothing wrong with the gameplay, I don't think. Just the actual expansion itself, man. Every single one of these videos I do, I'm going to eventually come back to WoW and how much I fucking hate something Blizzard have done to the game. I don't know. Everything just oh, I can taste it when I drink as well. Oh, god damn. I think I put too much on my lip. Bad to worse. Actually, I'm going to end the video there, guys, because that's the end of my fucking... my swimming rant. Hopefully this is one video instead of like two or some shit. And I will come back to you. Possibly level 32 if... why didn't I? Dang, come on. I'm 2 bars off. I'm going to grind to 32. And then I'm probably going to do a dungeon. I'll see you in that dungeon, whatever it is. It's probably going to be... Oh, so we're up to Scarlet. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do some dungeons then. I'll see you in one of the SMs. So guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day, have a good life, have a good year, and I will see you later.